Now, in chemistry, this mole unit is very important. Now, why there is a need of mole? Why there is a need of mole concept? Now, first, let us explain what is the necessity, what is the need of mole. Now, mole is necessary to explain mole is necessary to explain number one, quantitative relationship. Quantitative relationship. Quantitative relationship between reactant and product. Between a reactant and product. And so, first need of mole to explain quantitative relationship between reactant and product. Then second, it is required to calculate the number of atoms, molecules or ions. So, to calculate the number of atoms or number of molecules or number of ions of reactant and product, during reaction. And so, basically, mole is necessary to explain quantitative relationship between reactant and product. And second, it is necessary to calculate how many atoms, how many molecules, how many ions of reactant react, how many particles of product form during reaction, and hence to calculate the number of particles of reactant reacted and number of particles of product formed during reaction, mole is necessary. Now, then actually, what is concept of mole? What is concept of mole? Concept of mole. Now, already we know that there are 7 fundamental units, SI units. So, out of these 7 fundamental units, remember, mole is one of the SI unit, and mole is the SI unit of amount of substance, and thus remember, mole is SI unit of amount of substance, that is the fundamental unit of amount of substance. And so mole is a fundamental unit. So it is a fundamental unit. It is fundamental unit of amount of substance. Fundamental unit of amount of substance. Then, but now no doubt it is the fundamental unit of amount of substance, but what is actually 1 mole substance? So this mole concept, it can be described by 4 ways. And so first concept of mole, that is gram atomic mass. gram atomic mass or gram atom and a mole. So first concept of mole, that is relationship between gram atomic mass or gram atom and a mole. Now you know that what is actually concept of gram atomic mass or gram atom? When atomic mass of element is expressed in gram. So when atomic mass of element expressed in gram, that is gram atomic mass. And thus remember, for any element, amount of element in gram atomic mass is considered as 1 mole, or it is 1 mole. The amount of element equal to its gram atomic mass, gram atomic mass is equal to 1 mole, or it is considered as 1 mole. And so gram atomic mass of element, it is considered as 1 mole element. Now it means amount of element in gram equal to its atomic mass, that is 1 mole, or in other words, the amount of element in gram equal to its atomic mass, is 1 mole. It is considered as 1 mole. But remember, this concept of mole is applicable only for those elements which occur as atom. It means they occur as atomic state. So this concept is applicable for element which exist as atom. And thus it is applicable for element which exist as atom, Now example. For example, for all metals, you can apply this concept for all metals like sodium, magnesium, aluminum, zinc, copper. So this concept is applicable for all these metals. Similarly, for inert gas like helium, neon, argon. So their 1 gram atomic mass, it is considered as 1 mole. And thus remember, if mass of such element is, when it is expressed in gram, then you can easily calculate its moles. And thus there is a relationship. Now suppose x gram of element is given. Suppose there is x gram of element is given. Now then, how to calculate number of moles of the element whose mass is x gram. Suppose x gram of element, for x gram of element. Now gram atomic mass, it is equal to the 1 mole. Then x gram of element corresponds to how much mole, and so which must be equal to 1 multiplied by x, 1 multiplied by x divided by gram atomic mass, and thus remember, number of moles is equal to, so what is formula then? Number of moles is equal to mass of element in gram, mass of element, it is expressed in gram, divided by atomic mass or gram atomic mass, and thus when mass of element in gram, when it is divided by its gram atomic mass, it gives number of moles of that element. Now for example, how many moles present in, let us consider how many moles present in 4.8 gram magnesium. How many moles present in 4.8 gram magnesium? Or number 2, second example, so that is 2.7 gram aluminium. Or number 3, now here mass is expressed in gram. Sometimes mass can be expressed also in terms of kilogram. For example, in case of copper, 6.35 into 10 raised to minus 3 kilogram copper. And so we have to calculate number of moles present in the given quantity of this element. And so what is the general relation? Number of moles is equal to mass of element in gram, divided by its gram atomic mass. And so naturally, in case of for magnesium, so first number of moles of magnesium, it is equal to then, so it is 4.8. Now atomic mass of magnesium is 24, so 4.8 divided by 24. This is in gram, this is also in gram. So 4.8 divided by 24, or you can write here. So it is 48 10 raised to minus 1 divided by 24. And so naturally it is 2 into 10 raised to minus 1, or it is 0.2. And so 4.8 gram of magnesium corresponds to 0.2 mole of magnesium. Then number 2, number of moles of aluminium. Now here again mass is expressed in gram, so it is 2.7 in terms of gram. But you know that atomic mass of aluminum is also 27. It is in terms of gram, atomic mass is 27. And so 2.7 upon 27, that is 0.1 mole. It means 22.7 gram of aluminum, it is equal to 0.1 mole of aluminum. Now sometimes mass can be expressed in kilogram. Now if mass of element is expressed in kilogram, then you have to convert then gram atomic mass into in terms of kilogram. You have to convert that atomic mass in terms of kilogram, and thus here number of moles of copper is equal to here mass of copper in kilogram. Here unit is given as kilogram. Mass of copper in kilogram upon atomic mass of copper in kilogram. Atomic mass of copper in kilogram. And so which is equal to then, so it is 6.35 into 10 raised to minus 3. This is mass in kilogram. So then it is divided by, now atomic mass of copper is 63.5, and so it is 63.5. Now convert this gram into kilogram by multiplying 10 raised to minus 3, and thus 6.35 upon 63.5, it is equal to 0.1 mole. And thus remember, element which exist as atom, so from their mass either in terms of gram or kilogram, you can calculate the number of moles of such element. So this is first concept of mole. Now then let's consider second concept of mole. Second concept, so that is gram molar mass and mole. Gram molar mass, that is also called gram mole. Gram molar mass or gram mole and mole. So now what is actual concept of gram molar mass? Gram molar mass is the, remember, when molar mass of substance is expressed in gram, that is gram molar mass. So when molar mass of substance is expressed in gram, when molar mass of substance is expressed in gram, called gram molar mass. It is called gram molar mass. Now then experiment is observed that amount of substance equal to its gram molar mass, that is considered as 1 mole. And so the amount of substance remember, it is applicable for element or it is also applicable for compound. So amount of substance, either element or compound. So amount of substance, element or compound, equal to its gram molar mass, equal to its gram molar mass is 1 mole. Or in other words, amount of substance in gram equal to its molar mass, that is considered as 1 mole. And so then, so from this concept you can derive the second relationship. So number of moles is equal to number of moles of substance. Now this concept is applicable for element as well as compound, remember, which exist as molecule, and thus number of moles is equal to mass of substance in gram. Mass of substance in gram divided by molar mass of substance in gram. Molar mass of substance in gram. Mass of substance in gram divided by molar mass of substance in gram, that is mole. Or it is also, if mass is expressed in kilogram, then molar mass also expressed in kilogram, and thus it is equal to again mass of substance in kilogram. If mass of substance it is expressed in kilogram, then you have to divide this molar mass in kilogram. So molar mass of substance in kilogram, and thus remember, from the known quantity of substance which exists as a molecule, remember, for a substance which exists as a molecule, remember, this concept is applicable for substance which exists as a molecule. So number of mole is equal to mass of that substance divided by molar mass of that substance. If mass is expressed in gram, then molar mass also expressed in gram. If mass is expressed in kilogram, then molar mass also expressed in kilogram. Now let us consider example. Calculate the number of moles. Let us consider example. Calculate the number of moles. Calculate the number of moles present in. Calculate the number of moles present in A. (72 gram H2O water). Then B 2.8 gram nitrogen. C 6 or 1.2 gram acetic acid, and 4, one of the example, remember, so it is 100 into 10 raised to minus 3 kilogram sodium hydroxide. And so from this relation you can calculate the number of moles either from for element exist as molecule or for compound. So it is basically, it is no doubt related for compound. Now these substance which exist as molecule, so this concept of mole is applicable. Now here 72 gram of water. Now A, what is formula of number of moles? So number of moles is equal to, now mass of water in gram, that is 72 gram. Now what is the molar mass of water? Molar mass of water, that is atomic mass of water, is 2. Sorry, atomic mass of water is 1. So 1 plus 1, there are 2 atoms, 2 plus 16, it means 18. And thus 72 divided by 16. 18. 72 divided by 18, it is 4. And so 74 gram water, it means how many mole? It is 4 mole. Whereas second example, number of moles of nitrogen. Number of moles of nitrogen is equal to, so what is here mass? Mass is 2.8. So it is mass is 2.8 gram. Now we have to consider this gram molar mass. Now formula of nitrogen is N2. Atomic mass of nitrogen is 14. So 14 plus 14, that is 28. And thus here 2.8 divided by 28 gram. And so it is equal to 0.1 mole. Whereas for third, so number of moles of acetic acid. Number of moles of acetic acid, CH3O. So it is equal to its mass, given mass, divided by its gram molar mass, given mass in gram. So it is equal to 1.2 gram. Now what is the molar mass of acetic acid? Molar mass of acetic acid is 60, and thus so gram molar mass, it is 60 gram. So 1.2 divided by 60, and so it can be written as here 120 into 10 raised to minus 2. 120 10 raised to minus 2 divided by 60. So 120 divided by 60, that is 2. And so 2 into 10 raised to minus 2. So 1.2 gram of acetic acid, it means how many mole? It is 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 moles of acetic acid. And thus, from the second relation, from the gram molar mass, you can easily calculate number of moles. So relationship between gram molar mass and mole, gram molar mass is equal to 1 mole. Now there is a third relationship, there is a third concept of mole, that is Avogadro's number and mole. Avogadro's number and mole. Avogadro's number and mole. So concept of mole in terms of Avogadro's number. Now you know that what is actually Avogadro's number? Remember, number of atoms of carbon present in 12 gram of carbon, that is Avogadro's number. And experimentally it is observed according to, remember, according to Avogadro, see 12 gram of carbon consists 6.022 10 raised to 23 atoms of carbon, and thus this 6.022 10 raised to 23, this is considered as Avogadro's number. And so the number of atoms of carbon present in 12 gram carbon are 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. So this number, hence 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 is called, it is called Avogadro's number. It is Avogadro's number. And so remember, any amount of quantity, remember, any quantity which consists Avogadro's number of particles, that is 1 mole. So relationship between Avogadro's number and mole. So what is relationship? Amount of substance, any substance, so amount of substance which consists Avogadro's number of particles, that is 6.022 10 raised to 23 particles. That is, it may be atoms, maybe molecules, or maybe ions. So that is, that quantity of substance is considered as 1 mole. So a quantity which consists Avogadro's number of particle, that quantity is considered as 1 mole. And so third concept of mole, the amount of substance which consists amount of substance which consists Avogadro's number that is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms or molecules or ions and so a quantity which consists Avogadro's number of particles, that is 1 mole, called 1 mole, or it is considered as 1 mole. Now then let us consider relationship between these mole, and let us suppose, so this 6.022, the particles 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. So these particles, their quantity, they are considered as 1 mole. Now suppose then a substance consists n particles. N is any whole number. Now if Avogadro's number of particles it is equal to 1 mole, then n number of if that substance consists n particles, then there are how many moles? So then the n number of particles is equal to, so n divided by 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. And thus remember, from the number of particles you can also calculate number of moles. So given number of particles when divided by Avogadro's number, that gives the number of moles. And so number of mole is equal to given number of particles of substance divided by 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. So when given n particles when divided by Avogadro's number, that is also number of moles. Now then example, let us consider some example. Now experimentally it is observed that, remember, 23 gram sodium consists, let us consider some examples. 23 gram of sodium consists 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 atoms of sodium. So 23 gram of sodium consists Avogadro's number of atoms of sodium. Hence 23 gram sodium is considered as 1 mole. It is considered as 1 mole because this 23 gram sodium consists Avogadro's number of particles, atoms. Second example, 18 gram water. 18 gram water consists, now 18 gram water consists again